Gentlemen, if you're over 40 and you look in your closet, what does it say about you? Does it reflect the experienced, confident, and capable man you've become? Or is it a confusing museum of past selves, the clothes from your 20s you can't let go of, the corporate attire from your 30s, and a few random items you bought without a second thought? Here's something no one tells you. The world makes an instant decision about you based on your appearance, long before you ever say a word. So, today, I'm breaking down the hidden style killers that are silently undermining your presence. More importantly, I'm giving you the definitive playbook on how to style yourself like a true gentleman. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about mastering the timeless principles of fit, fabric, and confidence that will serve you for the rest of your life. Watch until the very end for the one summer mistake stylish men never make. Let's get into it. On 1. The foundational fit failure. Let's begin with the single most important rule in all of menswear, the one that governs everything else. It is the foundation upon which all style is built, and it is the #1 reason most men fail to look their best. The mistake is ignoring fit. Men will obsess over brand names, chase logos, or pay a high price for an item, all while completely overlooking the simple fact that if the garment does not fit their body correctly, it is worthless. The most common manifestation of this is wearing clothes that are intentionally 1 or 2 sizes too big under the false pretense of comfort. Let me be blunt. Baggy is not comfortable. It's sloppy. When your clothes are too big, they do not hide imperfections, they amplify them. A shirt with shoulder seams drooping down your arms makes your frame look weak and undefined. A jacket that is too wide in the body adds visual pounds and makes you look like a child wearing his father's clothes. Trousers with excess fabric pooling around your ankles make you look shorter and wider. It signals to the world that you either don't know your own size or you don't care enough to get it right. It is the silent killer of style. So, what is the solution? It is not to wear clothes that are skin tight. The solution is to embrace a tailored fit and to make a local tailor your greatest ally. A tailored fit means the garment follows the natural lines of your body without being restrictive. Your shirt should have shoulder seams that sit directly on your shoulder bone. The body of the shirt should have just enough room for movement without billowing. Your trousers should skim your leg and end with a clean break over your shoes. The sleeves of your jacket should show about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of shirt cuff. Here is the secret that well-dressed men understand. Almost nothing you buy off the rack will fit you perfectly. The key is to buy for the largest part of your body, usually your shoulders or your chest, and then invest a small amount of money to have a tailor adjust everything else. For a fraction of the cost of the garment, a tailor can take in the waist of a shirt, slim the sleeves of a jacket, or hem a pair of trousers to the perfect length. This is the single greatest and most cost-effective investment you can make in your personal style. A $100 shirt that has been tailored will look infinitely better than a $500 shirt that has not. Master fit, and you have mastered the most important piece of the style puzzle. Once you understand that the silhouette is king, you can begin to paint within those lines, and that painting begins with the crucial element of color. 2. The color palette problem. Now that we've established that fit is the non-negotiable foundation, let's talk about the colors you're using. Walk into the average man's closet and you will find color chaos. You'll see a random assortment of shirts in every color of the rainbow, bought on impulse, with no thought as to how they work together. The alternative is just as bad. A closet that is a black hole of black, dark gray, and maybe one sad washed-out blue shirt. The mistake is having no intentional color strategy. A chaotic wardrobe means that while you may have a closet full of clothes, you have very few actual outfits. It makes getting dressed a daily exercise in frustration. A wardrobe devoid of color, on the other hand, can look drab, uninspired, and frankly, boring. It lacks life and personality. The solution is to build a smart, interchangeable, and sophisticated color palette. This is far simpler than it sounds. It's not about memorizing complex color theory. It's about building a foundation of versatile neutrals and then strategically adding in accent colors. Your wardrobe foundation should be built on 4 key neutral colors: navy blue, charcoal gray, olive green, and khaki or stone. These colors are the pillars of classic menswear for a reason. They are timeless, masculine, and they all work beautifully with each other. A pair of charcoal gray trousers will work with a navy blazer. Olive green chinos will pair perfectly with a cream-colored sweater. By ensuring that your core items, your trousers, your key outerwear, your best sweaters are in these foundational colors, you create a wardrobe where almost everything is interchangeable. Once you have this strong neutral base, you can begin to introduce 2 types of accent colors. The first are your light neutrals: white, off-white, and light blue. A crisp white or light blue dress shirt is essential and will work with every single one of your foundational colors. The second are your rich, sophisticated accent colors. Instead of bright primary colors, think of their deeper, more mature cousins. Instead of bright red, think burgundy or maroon. Instead of bright green, think forest green. Instead of bright orange, think burnt orange or rust. These richer tones add personality and visual interest to your outfits without ever looking loud or juvenile. A burgundy sweater layered over a light blue shirt with charcoal trousers is a classic, can't-miss combination. By building this intentional palette, you simplify the act of getting dressed while elevating the result. You create a signature look that is both versatile and uniquely yours. This same principle of simplifying to elevate must be applied to the types of clothes you wear, which brings us to the next point: eliminating the juvenile items from your closet. The novelty clothing catastrophe. Let's address the elephant in the room. There are certain categories of clothing that, for a man over 40, should be permanently retired. I am talking about any item that could be described as novelty. This is the realm of the graphic t-shirt, the funny slogan shirt, the cartoon character socks, and the novelty holiday tie. The mistake is believing these items make you look fun, youthful, or approachable. They do not. They make you look like you are desperately clinging to a sense of humor and identity that is rooted in your college years. A t-shirt with a beer logo or a sarcastic quote about work doesn't say, "This man has a great personality." It says, "This man has not yet learned how to express his personality through his actions, his conversation, and his sophisticated choices." It is the sartorial equivalent of telling a dad joke. It might get a polite chuckle, but it commands no respect. These items instantly undermine any attempt you make at building a refined adult image. The solution is to graduate from graphics and slogans to the more sophisticated world of solid colors and subtle textures. Your personality should be expressed through the quality of your clothing and the confidence with which you wear it, not through a cartoon printed on your chest. You must purge the graphic tees from your collection. In their place, as we've discussed, you will install a rotation of high-quality, perfectly fitted crewneck t-shirts, Henleys, and polos in your chosen color palette. This is your new casual uniform. You will replace the novelty socks with high-quality socks in solid colors like navy, gray, and black, or with classic subtle patterns like a pin dot or a herringbone. Your socks should either match the color of your trousers to create a seamless visual line, or offer a subtle complementary accent of color like burgundy socks with navy trousers. You will replace the novelty ties with timeless, elegant neckwear made from silk, wool, or linen in classic patterns like a subtle stripe, a pin dot, or a small geometric print. By eliminating these juvenile items, you are not losing personality. You are creating space for your true, mature personality to shine through. It is a classic case of addition by subtraction. This process of upgrading and refining must be applied with particular ruthlessness to the very foundation of your outfits, your shoes. 4. The footwear foundation flaw. Gentlemen, I will say it again, your shoes are the most important part of your outfit. They are the anchor. They are the first thing many people notice, and they send an immediate and powerful signal about your status, your attention to detail, and your self-respect. The most common mistake men make is to invest in good clothes and then completely neglect their footwear. They either wear the same pair of beat-up athletic sneakers with every outfit, or they cling to outdated, worn-out, or inappropriate dress shoes. Wearing your running shoes with a pair of nice chinos or dark jeans is a stylistic surrender. It says that your personal comfort is your only priority and that you have no regard for aesthetic cohesion. On the other hand, wearing a pair of cheap, clunky, square-toed dress shoes that are cracked and have worn-down heels is even worse. It signals a complete lack of awareness and makes you look out of touch and unprofessional. The wrong shoes will nullify every other correct style choice you make. The solution is to build a small, versatile, and high-quality shoe wardrobe that can handle any situation. You do not need dozens of pairs. You need what I call the gentleman's shoe trinity. First, a quality leather dress shoe. Every man needs at least one pair of classic lace-up dress shoes. Your most versatile options are an Oxford or a Derby in a dark brown or black leather. A dark brown is arguably more versatile as it can be dressed up with a suit or dressed down with chinos or jeans. A cap-toe Oxford is a timeless, can't-go-wrong choice. Second, a versatile leather boot. A great boot is an incredibly powerful tool in a man's style arsenal. Your two best options are the Chelsea boot and the Chukka boot. A suede or leather Chelsea boot is sleek, modern, and sophisticated, perfect for pairing with slim-fit jeans or trousers. A suede Chukka boot is a smart casual champion, offering a more relaxed but equally stylish alternative. Third, an elevated casual shoe. This is your weekend workhorse, the shoe that replaces your running sneakers for all non-athletic activities. You have two primary choices here, the minimalist leather sneaker or the loafer. A clean, white, low-profile leather sneaker is a modern classic that pairs with almost anything. A leather or suede loafer, be it a penny loafer or a driving moccasin, offers a more classic, preppy, and sophisticated casual option. By investing in these three high-quality pairs, you will be prepared for over 90% of life's situations. You will look sharp, appropriate, and intentional from the ground up. This focus on investing in timeless pieces rather than fleeting fashions is a core principle of mature style, which brings us to our next point. 5. The trying too hard trend trap. As a man enters his 40s, his relationship with fashion trends must evolve. The single biggest style mistake a mature man can make is to frantically chase youth-oriented, fast fashion trends. This is the man who suddenly appears in heavily distressed, ripped jeans, an oversized hoodie with a giant logo, or the latest IT sneaker that is plastered all over social media. The problem here is a crisis of confidence. In an attempt to look younger and more relevant, this man ends up looking the opposite. He looks inauthentic, like he's wearing a costume. A man over 40 trying to dress like he's 20 doesn't look 20. He looks like a 40-year-old who is deeply uncomfortable in his own skin. It signals a lack of self-assurance and a misunderstanding of where his true power lies. The quiet confidence of a man who knows himself is infinitely more attractive and powerful than the loud desperation of a man trying to be someone else. The solution is to stop chasing trends and start investing in timeless style. You must shift your mindset from what's fashionable right now to what will look good a decade from now. This means turning your back on fast fashion and focusing your resources on classic, well-made garments that have stood the test of time. Think of style icons like Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, or Cary Grant. Their style looks just as good today as it did 50 years ago because it was built on a foundation of timeless pieces. This means investing in a perfectly fitted navy blazer, not a trendy bomber jacket with patches. It means choosing a classic trench coat or wool overcoat, not a shiny puffer jacket. It means buying a beautiful cashmere sweater in a solid color, not a sweatshirt with a giant screaming logo. It means opting for clean, dark-washed jeans, not pre-ripped, acid-washed ones. By focusing on timeless archetypes, you build a wardrobe that is immune to the whims of fashion. You create a signature style that is authentic to you. You project an image of stability, confidence, and enduring quality. This philosophy of investing in quality, timeless pieces is most visible in the largest garment you wear, your outerwear. 6. The outerwear oversight. Your outerwear is arguably the most impactful item in your wardrobe. During the cooler months, it is the first and last thing people see. It is your sartorial first impression. The mistake so many men make is treating their outerwear as a purely functional afterthought, something they just throw on to stay warm or dry without any consideration for its style. This results in the ubiquitous sight of men wearing nice outfits completely ruined by a shapeless fleece zip-up or a bulky, brightly colored ski jacket. The problem is that this kind of purely utilitarian outerwear, while practical for a hike or a blizzard, completely clashes with a smart, put-together outfit. It sends a message of incongruity. A beautiful pair of wool trousers and leather boots paired with a North Face puffer jacket creates a look that is stylistically confused. It says you don't know how to dress for the environment you're actually in. An office, a city street, a nice restaurant, it instantly downgrades your entire appearance. The solution is to view your outerwear as a key style investment and to build a small collection of classic, structured coats and jackets that will elevate, not undermine, your outfits. First, every gentleman needs a proper overcoat. A single-breasted topcoat in a high-quality wool or wool cashmere blend is the most elegant piece of outerwear a man can own, in a timeless color like charcoal gray, navy blue, or camel. It can be worn over a suit for business or layered over a sweater and jeans for a powerfully sophisticated weekend look. It should be tailored to fit cleanly over your shoulders and end just above the knee. Second, you need a versatile blazer or sport coat. An unstructured blazer in a fabric like navy hopsack, gray tweed, or brown corduroy is a smart casual workhorse. It instantly adds a layer of structure and intentionality to any outfit, from chinos and a button-down to dark jeans and a polo. Third, you need a stylish transitional jacket. For those in-between days in spring and fall, a classic jacket is essential. Your best options are a Harrington jacket, a field jacket, or a high-quality bomber jacket in suede or leather. In a versatile color like olive, khaki, or navy, these jackets are practical, masculine, and timelessly cool. By investing in these classic outerwear pieces, you ensure that your first impression is always one of polish, confidence, and impeccable taste. This same less is more philosophy of quality over quantity must apply to your smaller details as well, especially your accessories. 7. The accessory anarchy. Accessories are the details that complete your story. They are the punctuation marks of your outfit. When done correctly, they add a layer of personality and refinement. However, this is an area where men often go wrong, falling into one of two traps. Either wearing no accessories at all, which can look plain and unfinished, or piling on too many cheap, flashy, or mismatched items. This is the man with the oversized glittering watch, 3 different leather bracelets, a thick chain necklace, and a giant logo belt buckle all at once. The problem with this accessory overload is that it looks desperate for attention. It's the visual equivalent of talking too loudly. It screams midlife crisis rather than man of substance. It distracts from, rather than enhances, your overall look. On the other hand, a complete lack of accessories can make an outfit feel sterile and lacking in personal touch. The solution is to follow the trinity of understated elegance. For a man over 40, you generally only need 3 key accessories to make a powerful statement. First, a quality timepiece. A watch is the single most important accessory a man can own. It should not be a giant, flashy monstrosity. It should be a classic, well-made watch with a simple, elegant face. A timeless dive watch, a classic field watch, or a minimalist dress watch on a leather or steel strap is all you need. It should be proportional to your wrist and appropriate for the occasion. Your watch should signal quiet confidence, not scream for attention. Second, a simple, high-quality leather belt. As we've discussed, your belt should be about 1.25 to 1.5 inches wide with a classic buckle. Crucially, the leather of your belt should match the leather of your shoes. This small, disciplined detail creates a sense of harmony and polish that ties your entire look together. Third, a classic pair of sunglasses. As with your watch, your sunglasses should be a timeless style, like a Wayfarer, Aviator, or Clubmaster. They should be well made from quality materials. They are a functional tool that also happens to be an incredibly powerful style statement. By focusing on this trinity of high-quality, understated, and classic accessories, you add a layer of personal refinement without ever looking like you're trying too hard. This principle of investing in a single, high-quality, classic version of an item is never more important than when it comes to formal wear. 8. The formal wear failure. There will be occasions in your life, a wedding, a funeral, an important business meeting, a formal event, where a suit is not just appropriate, but required. The mistake many men over 40 make is relying on a single, outdated, ill-fitting suit that has been languishing in the back of their closet for a decade. This is often a black, slightly shiny suit made from a cheap polyester blend. It's too big in the shoulders, too long in the sleeves, and the trousers are baggy. The problem is that wearing a bad suit is worse than wearing no suit at all. An ill-fitting suit makes you look unprofessional, unprepared, and frankly, like you're wearing a costume you rented. It broadcasts to everyone in the room that you don't take the occasion, or yourself, seriously. In a sea of other men in suits, a bad one stands out for all the wrong reasons. The solution is for every man over 40 to own at least one foundational, high-quality, perfectly tailored suit. Your first and most important suit should not be black. Black suits are generally too stark for most occasions and are best reserved for funerals or black tie events. Your most versatile and essential suit should be either charcoal gray or navy blue. These two colors are the cornerstones of menswear. They are professional, sophisticated, and appropriate for virtually any formal occasion. The fabric should be a 100% worsted wool. Wool is durable, breathable, drapes beautifully, and resists wrinkles. Avoid shiny, synthetic blends at all costs. The style should be timeless. A single-breasted jacket with 2 buttons and notch lapels is the can't-go-wrong classic. And most importantly, the suit must be perfectly tailored. As with all your clothes, you will buy the suit to fit your shoulders and then have a tailor adjust everything else. They will slim the waist of the jacket, adjust the sleeve length to show the perfect amount of shirt cuff, and hem the trousers to have a slight, clean break over your dress shoes. A well-tailored suit in navy or charcoal is one of the most powerful things a man can wear. It projects authority, confidence, and timeless elegance. But even the most perfect suit can be completely undermined if the man wearing it has neglected the most personal aspect of his style, his grooming. 9. The grooming gap. Gentlemen, we can talk about clothes all day, but we must address a fundamental truth. Your style does not begin with the clothes you put on. It begins with the man underneath them. The most devastating mistake a man can make is to invest time and money in his wardrobe, while completely neglecting his personal grooming. A $3,000 tailored suit cannot fix a bad $15 haircut. The problem is thinking that style is purely external. Poor grooming, an outdated hairstyle, unkempt facial hair, bad skin, or untidy fingernails sends a message of carelessness that no amount of fine clothing can overcome. It creates a disconnect. If you haven't taken the time to properly groom yourself, it suggests that your well-chosen clothes are just a superficial veneer, not an authentic expression of a man who values himself. The solution is to understand that grooming is the true foundation of style. You must develop a simple, consistent, and intentional grooming routine. First, get a proper haircut. Stop going to cheap walk-in chop shops. Find a real skilled barber, someone you can build a relationship with. A good barber will be able to recommend a classic, flattering haircut that works with your face, shape, hair type, and lifestyle. A sharp, intentional haircut is the greatest style upgrade a man can make. Second, master your facial hair. Whether you are clean-shaven, have a beard, or a mustache, it must be deliberate. If you're clean-shaven, learn to do it properly to avoid irritation and razor burn. If you have a beard, it must be kept tidy. That means regularly trimming it to maintain its shape, washing and conditioning it, and using a bit of beard oil to keep it healthy. An unkempt, scraggly beard looks messy, not masculine. Third, take care of your skin. You don't need a complicated 10-step routine. You simply need a basic, effective one. This means washing your face with a gentle cleanser every morning and evening, using a daily moisturizer with SPF to protect your skin from sun damage, and using a simple eye cream to manage dark circles. Healthy skin makes you look more vibrant, energetic, and youthful. By making grooming a priority, you are ensuring that the man in the clothes is just as polished as the clothes themselves. This brings us to our final and perhaps most important point. 10. The confidence crisis. We have covered every external aspect of a gentleman's style: the fit, the colors, the shoes, the accessories, the grooming. But none of it matters without the final, crucial ingredient. The biggest mistake a man can make is to wear the perfect outfit, but carry himself with a complete lack of conviction. He slouches, he avoids eye contact, he fidgets with his clothes. The problem is that without confidence, your beautiful clothes are just a costume. You are not wearing the clothes are wearing you. If you feel like an imposter in your own refined outfit, that insecurity will be palpable to everyone around you. Your style will look inauthentic because it is not aligned with your internal state. The solution is to understand that true style is an internal game. It is a physical manifestation of self-respect. You must learn to wear your clothes with confidence. First, focus on your posture. Stand up straight. Pull your shoulders back and down. Keep your head held high. Good posture is a physical expression of confidence. It instantly makes your clothes hang better and makes you look leaner, taller, and more authoritative. A man who slouches looks defeated no matter what he is wearing. Second, make eye contact. When you are speaking to someone, look them in the eye. It shows that you are engaged, confident, and that you believe in what you are saying. It is a sign of respect for both them and yourself. Third, own your look. Once you get dressed and walk out the door, stop thinking about your clothes. Stop fidgeting with your tie or adjusting your jacket. You made your choices deliberately. Now, trust them. Occupy your clothes with a sense of purpose and ease. Walk into a room as if you are meant to be there. Confidence is the invisible element that makes all the other pieces work. It is the energy that animates your style and makes it truly your own. Investing in your personal style is not a frivolous expense. It is one of the wisest investments you can make in yourself. Stay sharp, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.